So how should you think about it if you went for an interview, if you were going after a certain job or audition and you didn't get the part, you didn't get the job, somebody else got it? How should you think about it? Should you be bummed out? Will it slow you down? Or will you be like, okay, that's great. Let's see what else I can do. Now, I just want to share something with you. This is why I am so successful, is because I've had millions of these little disappointments, millions of things that did not go my way. It's almost like, just like you'll see what Melanie did here in this post, it's almost like you think about it for half a second and you're like, onward, onward, onward. You know, you don't become unstoppable by everything going your way. How you become so unstoppable and develop that method is stuff not going your way, and then you just going right around it, continually to being unstoppable. The only way you learn how to be unstoppable is by actually being unstoppable. So that's just taking action without knowing what is going to happen. Just taking actions that get you somewhere, and then you're in a new place. So I often look at like rocks, you know, the obstacles getting stopped are the rocks, and then you just go right around it. And there's another rock, you go right around that one. And then there's another rock, and this didn't go your way. You go right around that. You're unstoppable. Where a lot of people get bummed out. There's no sense in ever getting bummed out. And there's no sense in even saying, oh, I'm so sorry that didn't go your way. I know that we want to connect with people and relate with people, but there's no sense in that either. It's like, awesome, onward to the next one, because, you know, really, the next one, since you didn't get this one, it wasn't meant to be, the next one is going to be amazing, or the next 10 ones are going to be amazing. You know, you could end up meeting the love of your life. You could end up getting a job that leads you to $100,000 to $1 million. You just don't know. So the one that you didn't get wasn't the right one for you, and there are hundreds of other ones that are the right ones for you. How do you know that? Because you're going out there and going after them. That's what makes them the right ones for you. How to handle disappointments? Just keep moving. Do not even stop, not even for a second, to think about it. You got to remember that this whole game, the whole value of this is who you become. So it's not what happens. The results you're building along the way, who you become, is the whole deal. And you can feel good about that. That's what keeps me motivated. I'm telling you. Whenever I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, I'm like, well, who do you want to become? Somebody that doesn't feel like doing it, doesn't do much, and goes watch a movie? Or somebody that goes, okay, let me get out my pad of paper here right now, and let's see what I can come up with. And I'll sit there by myself, just letting and loving the feeling that I can create out of thin air. I can come up with shit out of thin air. And who's coming up with it? Me. I love that. And I will just start writing. You know? We'll see what comes out of me. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this and this and this. And then maybe there's going to be some ideas. Oh, I should reach out to this person. Oh, I should find out about this. Maybe I should ask Janet about this. I would be really curious about that. Wow, I wonder if there's any workshops about that. Pretty soon, you've got a whole new game plan. And the beauty of that is you came up with it, and it's all for you. It's all for you. You know, you're loving yourself when you do this. All right? When you just get bummed out and watch a movie, you're checking out. And you're not doing the actions of loving yourself. It's a different kind of loving yourself. That is more like trying to connect with yourself, but those patterns are not going to get you a great life. The patterns of like, oh, let's just see what I can come up with next, and just start writing. Just start coming up with your next game plan, okay? And that's exactly what Melanie did. And she's going to land more frickin' opportunities now because she didn't get that job, because now her schedule is opened up. So this is great. Now we don't spend any time on like, why didn't I get it? What did I do wrong? You know, you can think about it a little bit. You know, if you think that there was something glaring that you did wrong. Oh, maybe my rate was too high. Well, you know what? Maybe my rate was too high. And they hired like somebody that is willing to do this for a lower rate because they think that the job is very easy and simple, and they simply don't have the money to put towards that position. If that's the situation, then that fine, great for them. They may end up being happy with that decision by choosing somebody that's not as good as you, or maybe they won't. You know, who knows? the outcome, but that was their decision and that's their choice. Nobody cares about your career as much as you do. So they will put opportunities in front of you and you will feel obliged to take them. What could I learn? Would that be the best thing for me? Because it's an opportunity that somebody gave you. But remember, you're in charge of your own career. So even and when you're beginning out, when you're starting in your career, you don't necessarily know. So you might want to just take some of these just to see. But there is no bad decision, no wrong decision. You're going to learn something no matter what. But you are in charge of your career. So you can turn down work if you want to. You can take other jobs. You can turn down a job and be, oh, wow, since I turned that down, that means I need to contact 20 people this week and dig up 3 more jobs to fill my entire month. That's my goal. That's what I'm going to do. Now, if you think like that, if you do that, that's what I do. That's totally what I do. Then, is that a good thing? Are you developing muscle? Are you proud of who you're becoming? Absolutely. And would you be a stronger, more qualified professional by doing that? That's then somebody that's like, oh, well, that job's right in front of me. Yeah, I'll just take it. And they're not developing all these different muscles and reaching out and connections. They're just taking the first job that landed in front of them. So, there's many different ways to think about this. Different people will approach their careers differently. And what the majority of people do is just take whatever lands in front of them. But I think that it's a real special person that decides that they are in charge of their career and they are picking and choosing the jobs that they want to do. And you just don't stop. You don't stop. You keep looking at what your goal is, looking at why you want your goal, and then also writing down who you need to become to get that goal. And often it's going to be resourceful, unstoppable, courageous. And then you go after it like a mofo. And you just develop a beautiful thing out there in the world, a beautiful career by who you are and how you're going after it. Okay? So, congratulations, you guys. All you got to do is follow these steps and have this kind of mentality, and you're just going to fly because most people are just reacting. You're creating. See you guys later.